There's one of the visual aids in the back there, smoking poster. 6 adults. None of them are leaving. Imagine you have just sat down at a public restaurant for a birthday celebration. You are sitting in the non-smoking section of the restaurant. As you order your food, a patron from the smoking side lights up a cigarette. You see the smoke go through the kitchen, through all of the food, into the non-smoking side where you're sitting. You've just ordered a smoke-filled entree without even having a choice. Many people are for smoking bans, and many people are against smoking bans. It is my goal to show you the benefits of smoking bans in society. The smoking ban is a very controversial subject for many reasons. How many times have you walked into a public place where somebody's smoking and thought to yourself, how rude? By implementing smoking bans in public places, the population as a whole can have better health. My name is Justin Doherty, and today I hope to raise your awareness on the negative effects of smoking in front of other people in public places, with 3 main points. First, smoking affects people's health. Second, the effects of secondhand smoke. And third, why bans are becoming more prevalent in today's society. I am a credible speaker on this topic because I have seen many people in my family as well as in society die from the effects of smoking. First, let's look at the general health effects from smoking. Smoking in front of other people causes many health risks. During the last few years, several studies have reported substantial reduction of acute myocardial infarction in the general population a few months after the enforcement of a smoking ban. In layman's term, acute myocardial infarction is a heart attack. As a result of smoking bans in public places, the risk of heart issues are greatly reduced. According to the CDC, 5 million people die from tobacco worldwide. Of those 5 million people, 443,000 die in the US. Of those 443,000, 49,000 of those die from secondhand smoke. Is this fair? Why do people have to die because of another person's personal choice? According to the CDC, states collect $25.3 billion from tobacco taxes. Yet only 2% of that money is spent on tobacco cessation programs. If smoking bans were put in place, the cost of healthcare would go down substantially. According to the CDC, smokers cost the country $97 billion in healthcare every single year, and they also cost an additional $96 billion in smoking-related health concerns. Now that we have looked at some of the health concerns, let's look at the effects of secondhand smoke. To do that, let's look at what secondhand smoke actually is. When you breathe in smoke that comes from the end of a cigarette, pipe, or cigar, and it's inhaled by a non-smoker, you're inhaling almost about the exact same amount of smoke as the person's actually smoking themselves. Tobacco smoke contains more than 4,000 different chemicals, and more than 50 of those are known to cause cancer. I have a visual aid here that shows all of the breakdowns of what's actually in a cigarette. We got rat poison, exhaust, hairspray, gasoline, candle wax, and lighter fluid. Those are just some of them in there. Some more are hydrogen cyanide, a highly poisonous gas used in chemical weapons and pest control, benzene, a component of gasoline, formaldehyde, a chemical used to embalm corpses, and carbon monoxide, which is found in car exhaust. According to the WebMD, a popular medical information site, 126 million non-smoking Americans are exposed to secondhand smoke while at home or at work. Non-smokers increase their risk by developing cancer by 20 to 30% and heart disease by 25 to 30% when they are exposed to secondhand smoke. Between 150,000 and 300,000 children under the age of 18 months are hospitalized every year because of secondhand smoke exposure. How many people have kids under 18 months that smoke? It's kind of sad. Out of all these statistics shown, how can anybody say that smoking in front of other people is not detrimental to anybody's health? This video will help formulate a vivid image as well, hopefully.
My mom.
My husband.
My wife was diagnosed with lung cancer.
His lungs were worth fighting for.
Her lungs were worth fighting for.
When she was going in for her checkup, they saw a spot on her lung.
When you hear the word cancer, you have no idea what's going to happen.
It was unexpected. I had no symptoms.
The doctor told me they found a couple of spots. And I had quit smoking 15, 20 years prior.
They came in there in the middle of the night and they told me that it was inoperable.
How I would function, what I would do from day to day. I can't imagine.
She might have been scared, but you couldn't tell her. She was gonna fight, and it reassured me.
Marty's a fighter. You can't lay down and cry because I thought about doing that. You can never give up. You can't give up.
Cancer is not a disease of one person. It affects the whole family.
We were determined to get to the best place because we need her.
We've got to find the best doctor, the best hospital, the best surgeons.
We did not want one opinion. That was the key thing.
It was like the sun coming out. And, if there was a chance to fight for it, I didn't care what it was. I was ready to do it.
If there's hope, if there's a possibility out there, we're gonna try it.
She had that kind of confidence. I went right along with her. Apparently she knew what she was doing, because here I am.
I love you, Mr. B.
My lungs
My lungs.
were worth fighting for.
They like that.
She like that.
My name's Sue.
My wife's lungs were worth fighting for.
How do you do?
As you can see from this video, smoking not only affects the person that's smoking, but it can affect everybody's family as well. Now that we've looked at some of the effects of secondhand smoke, let's look at why bans have become more prevalent in today's society. My grandfather passed away from smoking as a result, grandfather passed away from lung cancer as a result from smoking when I was young. If smoking bans would have been around back then, who knows, he might possibly be with us today. According to the American Lung Association, as of 2001, 38 states had some sort of statewide legislated smoking ban. According to Tobacco Control population poll, 41% of female recruits smoked when they entered Navy boot camp. After leaving, only 25% of those still claimed to be smokers. The effective smoking ban at boot camp actually reduced the amount that actually claimed they smoked. Smoking bans are gaining much more public support. The common theme among the public is that smoking bans prevent others from polluting the air. Health risks associated with smoking is the biggest reason that smoking bans are becoming prevalent today. As you can see, smoking bans have a negative impact on both smokers. As you can see, smoking has a negative impact on smokers and other people that do not smoke. As time goes by, smoking bans will become more and more prevalent. Today, I have talked to you about how smoking affects people's health, the effects of secondhand smoke, and third, why bans are becoming more prevalent in today's society. Whether you are for or against smoking bans, I hope that you will at least put yourself in another person's shoes when choosing to smoke. In conclusion, I would like to leave you with a quote from Mayor Johnson of Hernando, Mississippi. He stated in his speech, "If I hear one more person say it's a private business decision, I'm going to explode. This isn't about telling someone what to do. It's about people's health," when referring to the smoking bans. Ponder that question for a while. Thank you. Oops.